Hello, hello, Pisces, my beautiful, beautiful Pisces. You have reached Queen of Wands Tarot 333. For some reason, I totally felt like just reading oracle cards for you today. And it just seems to, I don't know why. It's been something I'm just curious to do, and I'd like to change things up a little. Let's see what comes out. It was calling to me. Universe, Divine Holy Spirit, Universe, Guardian Angels, Spirit Guides, Higher Self. Please give me a clear and concise message for Pisces that will lead them on to their highest path. Clear and concise messages for Pisces. Three came out. Wonder. So, how are you feeling right now? You're in a building stage right now, Pisces. It's like you have a goal, big dreams ahead of you, and you're looking to build it brick by brick. What could be crossing you? It's time for a nap. You know, maybe you're not getting enough rest at the moment. Maybe you're overworking yourself because you have these higher attainable goals. But don't burn yourself out, because usually when you put so much effort into one thing, it kind of negates all of the effort that you're putting in. You know, because are you getting a quality product if you're constantly overworked? What's your foundation? The cause of your situation, your physical, emotional needs, plus your subconscious desires, is grace, poised to be graceful. And that's the cause of your foundation, is that you want to live on that higher vibration, that higher realm. You want to be able to rise above all of the BS that you've been dealing with. And this is a way that you're doing it. You want to be able to be loving, happy, free, and balanced, and doing what you love in life. And you're trying to build up. You're trying to recreate your life so you can do that and you could be happy with it. Now the past, what's behind you, your creative past, chaos and conflict. That was behind you, and you're putting it behind you. These are your creative talents and abilities as well, is that you have this amazing ability to kind of pull gold from all of the chaos and conflict that you have had, that people brought onto you. Now you're being able to come out of it. And because you've gotten that beautiful kind of like experience and knowledge from it, and that strength from it, and you learned how like these really unbalanced situation was throwing you off balance, and it was making you miserable, and you want to live on a higher vibration. You want to be poised and graceful. And part of having that kind of loving environment and that supporting environment is cutting out the BS. Cutting out the chaos and conflict. You know, and even if you were dealing with it in the past, it's understanding and knowing it's gave you the knowledge and the strength to be able to rebuild your life into something like that you do want. And it's going to make you happier and more fulfilled. And this is a gathering stage. These are your building blocks now. And it's like right now, it's like you finally are going to take the steps from doing that, because you're leaving all of the chaos and conflict behind, and you know that that's a place that you just don't want to be anymore. So your goals and your conscious awareness, the best that can be accomplished at present. So your goals, your conscious awareness, best that can be accomplished. Message in the bottle. Maybe you're waiting on something, a message. Maybe you're waiting on a loan. Maybe you're waiting on someone or something to help collaborate with you on your goals that you're kind of rebuilding. But it's definitely on top of waiting for some kind of message or kind of like answer or awareness. It's like you're taking matters into your own hands, and you're rebuilding your life into a situation that you wanted, because you're done with it. You're done with the BS. You're done with dealing with the past conflicts and people who do just bring conflicts into your life. Like, you don't need it, you know. And now you made that chopping block off, and you're kind of like, you're able to focus onto the things that will fulfill you, that beautiful creation, and you're taking steps to build it. And I think it's beautiful. At the moment, it's like you feel like there's a waiting period, like there's some kind of blockage that you feel like, you know, you're waiting on something, possibly a loan, possibly like, you know, some kind of message. But, you know, it's not a time to rest on your laurels, and you know that, because right now it's like you're working. Just don't overwork. And I know you can get really like, you know, really excited about the things that you want to build. You know, just pace yourself. Definitely pace yourself. You know, don't be too hard on yourself, because something is going to come in for you, and it definitely is en route, you know. So what's your future? What is just before you? Whatever this message that's going to come in, just know it's not for you. And it's something that you already kind of know. You know, it's like you already dealt with the chaos and conflict. And I think the situation that this message is going to come in is coming from that situation, is from that conflict. And maybe this was something that kind of was like that tower that kind of like broke everything down, and now you're looking to rebuild, and you're working really hard on rebuilding it. You're no longer just focusing on the past BS, because you want to get yourself out of it, and you have this kind of like determination into being able to push yourself forward, because you don't want to be in the situation of the past anymore. Because now you know it's not for you. This chaos and conflict, this BS, you know, it's just not for you. And you know it, because you do want to be graceful and happy. And you know, in order for you to feel that way and to be balanced on that higher energy or that resonance, is that you have to just cut it out. Cut out the people, places, and things that bring you this chaos and conflict. And right now, it's like you're on a holding period, you know, and during this holding period, it's like right now you're being productive. Just don't be too productive. As in, like, overwork. Be productive, but don't overwork. Take time out for yourself. How do you see yourself? You see yourself as fair. And you wanting to be fair. And that's awesome, because I think you are fair. And you're looking at this situation very fairly. You know, you're not letting your emotions kind of take over. You know, you're just trying to be logical into the approach. And you're trying to be as fair as possible. But it seems like it's something that you're doing, definitely in a compassionate way. Because that's what you do, Pisces. You're empathetic and loving, and it's like you don't want to be able to just blurt out an awful message, because it's like you're coming into the awareness. It's like the awareness was that you had a part to play in this too. That it wasn't just this one person that was bringing the chaos and conflict, because the people on the outside of us are just reflections on how we feel on the inside. And it's you seeing that and taking responsibility for that, and not just hating on the person who did you wrong, because God knows they must, you know, like a wrong was done and a wrong can be done, but it's never just all blame on one side. You know, we all have to take that responsibility, and it looks like you are. You're being amazingly productive, Pisces. So your environment, your home, your surroundings, family, loves, friends, work. The witch is outside yourself, how others perceive you. The truth be told card. Others perceive you as being privy to things in the past. Others perceive you as taking off that rose-colored glasses and seeing things for what they really are. Truth be told, they feel about you is that you're seeing them for who they are, for what they do and what they've done. And you're no longer seeing them or situations or environments with rose-colored glasses. You're seeing things as they are and as they should be. And how they always were, and how they presented themselves to you. You know, you're no longer kind of like hiding your emotions on things. It's like now you're kind of being able to like really bloom and to come out on your own. Being able to show people who you really are. Kind of like no longer being that passive-aggressive person, I guess, and being able to speak up for yourself and tell people what you really want and don't want. And that's a part about being fair, right? Is to be fair enough to tell people what you want and give them a chance to kind of meet you halfway if you don't like something. Because maybe you kind of got into the situation where you kind of didn't want to address things, and it kind of got out into hand, and the chaos and conflicts, it just only increases when you don't, right? Because maybe there's a lot of situations and things that wasn't really making you happy, but it's kind of, you didn't really communicate them before. And now it's kind of coming out of that, and it's knowing that bottling these things up, it just doesn't serve you or anyone else. Maybe you're waiting to communicate, or you're waiting for someone to communicate with you, but it's you. When this message comes in, you want to be fair about the situation, and you don't want to be blamey or judgy, because now you're being fair. You're seeing things of how they are, and I think other people are kind of worried about it. Maybe somebody's kind of worried about coming in and giving you this message, and that's what's been holding them back, because now they see that you see things the way that they really are and not how they were presented to you. So your hopes and fears of attaining the goal, the lessons to be learned, blocking your development is your serendipity. So you're definitely waiting for that divine intervention. You feel like everything that came into your situation or into your path was like, it seemed like it was really self-negating. It wasn't supportive or loving in the situation at all. And you were looking for that kind of universal gift because you are a loving person. You don't like chaos and conflict. Sure, you could be kind of passive aggressive, but you know, it seems like you were given the wrong end for a really long time. And it was like that, kind of like that defense mechanism of you grinning and bearing it for so long that you've kind of never really developed that skill into really telling people what you wanted, because it felt like a lot of times in your life, like those things were not really acknowledged the way they should. But now, and it's like your hopes and fears is that you want that gift that is given to you, because you did feel like you were given the wrong end of the deal. You know? But you're working. Keep working. There is a change, my love. My beautiful mermaid Pisces, there's a change in the wind. And it will be your reward. And it is like, yeah, so you were going to get this beautiful gift. And it was delayed, and it hasn't been happening because why? You had to hit those markers of your soul growth in order for you to achieve them. And part of it was being able to take that responsibility and taking kind of like your future into your own hands. And now you're starting to do it, and there will be a change. It'll be big, and it'll be beautiful. You know, but right now it's like, take that time to contemplate, to think about the situation as to the way it was. Think logically about it. Don't let your emotions cloud you. You know, think with your, not only your head, and not only your heart, but also your gut as well. Learn from experience, not by words, not by your hopes, not by, you know, things of what you would like instead of what's really there. There will be a choice that's gonna come up. And there will be a change for you. And it is gonna, whatever change that's gonna come, it seems like there will be a message or something that's gonna come in, and it will be a gift. And really think about which direction after this kind of offer is given that will bring you the most peace. You know, because inside, intuitively, you know what fills you. You know what kind of makes you happy in life. And it's nothing that you chase or you kind of deplete yourself about. You know, it's something that If it's meant for you, it's that feminine energy that where it'll just come to you without any effort because it was meant for you. It's an allowing of the beautiful things to come into you without resisting or chasing after it. If you've had to chase after it in the past, if you had to completely ignore your needs, wants, desires, dreams from the past, don't think that that person, place, or thing that comes about that is going to make you feel like you have to be on a thinking stage confuse you. Because whatever past situation is chaos and conflict, you want to be logical about the situation. And you don't want to think that there is a lot more to what's there, to any offer, than there really was, or vice versa. Like, there might not be more of an offer to what is given, or they say that they want to give more than they actually are able to give you. But listen to your intuition. Whatever it comes up that's a change and a win, possibly an offer, but there's gifts that are coming up for you, and it will be beautiful. But whatever decision that you make, really think on it. Use your head, heart, and gut, and to choose whatever direction that brings you the most peace, because it will. Something beautiful will open up for you. And I already see it. I'm going to pull, you know what? I'm just going to pull 2 of these now. I love these cards. And I'm going to read it from the book. The book's actually amazing. Can I have 2 cards for Pisces? Ooh, is that 3? Ooh, no way. No way. I'm not going to read all of that. 3. 3 for Pisces. What's the further advice or message that will lead you onto your highest path? Advice or message that will lead you onto your highest path. Oh, exactly 3. What? The Hierophant. It could be any kind of commitment, union, institution, hospital, government, work, religion, organized religion. But it's a communion of sorts. It could be a coupling. This is commitment, but it's like right now you're at rest. Somebody might be coming and giving you commitment. But right now, take a rest, because a message will be coming in. A message of truth and clarity. I'm going to read the book, because the book descriptions are like insane. Let's see. Beautiful Pisces. Let's see. The Hermit. I mean, you could read these like regular tarot cards, but the description, I feel like, man, it's amazing. I feel like it's a lot that's lost when you don't really read the description of the book out of this particular one. So, the mentor seeking knowledge. In its simplest form, the Hierophant represents a mentor or teacher, and this card signifies a hunger for knowledge, whether it is in the practical or the spiritual realm. You've come as far as you can on your own. Now it's time to deepen your practice, and don't hesitate. Join a class, go to a workshop. Don't be afraid of new experiences, and a new ceremony or ritual may prove to be both comforting and rewarding. Open your heart, and your teacher will soon appear. Ooh, maybe a mentor is coming for you, or you're going to be crossing your path. A teacher that will help you into your goals. Four of Swords, stillness and mental power. Through threatening swords loom above, the lamb sits in stillness without fear, and the Four of Swords say it's time to look inward and find mental power to cope with the pressures. It's important to rest, seek meditation, or find literature that focuses on ways to quiet the mind. Take this time to recuperate and move inward before those swords strike. You take that time to rest, Pisces. Don't overwork yourself. Somebody will be coming in to help you deepen your knowledge and intuition with things that you want to build and grow in your life. Two of Swords. No, that is Son of Swords. Forceful and determined. A dynamic creature, the Son of Swords is a man of action, not of grace. He pushes forward towards his goal with urgency and determination, and to top it off, he's very well educated, making him a force to be reckoned with. Usually he's seeking approval from the patient and just father of the swords, who casts quite a shadow onto his son. Working with this stimulating and exhausting young man can prove to be a challenge. So you're looking for someone to help you, that commitment situation, someone to help you, support you into leading a higher spiritual path, because that's what I feel that you're really moving towards. You're looking for that beautiful fulfillment, whether it's spiritual or not, but it's something that you feel really deeply about. And it does bring you a lot of happiness and joy. But right now, it's like you're at that resting period, because there is someone pretty young and immature into your situation. It's either that he's in your situation or he's trying to come back into your situation, and it just is exhausting for you. And that's what I see here. Like somebody is going to come, someone immature that you dealt with that did deplete you in the past and you're still healing from, is going to come and give an offer. Just remember what you were put through before, how this person took from you. And you know, I'm not saying totally cut them off completely, if, you know, because, hey, because sometimes, you know, people are in bad situations and they act poorly because maybe it's due to immaturity. And if you feel like you want to kind of give that loving feminine energy for it to come to you and explain, go ahead and do that. Just be careful and be very observant to not only what he says, but what he does as well. And definitely take account from past situations that this person puts you through. So good luck, Pisces. I love you. Blessed be. If you do like the reading, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to donate on the link below for good karma points. Love you. Blessed be.